welcome to Cosplay Stitch and Seam. I'm Pannon.
I'm Beef Fire.
And I'm David.
Hooray!
We made it!
There was suspense in that one.
Yeah.
I know. It could have been anybody at that point.
I know, right? And just... I'm a meat
I was
popsicle.
waiting for like Dave, but I couldn't think of another day name. Danish.
Danish.
Ich bin David.
David.
Oh.
Oh boy. So yeah.
Focusing. Wait, we're talking about stuff.
Yes, we are. Welcome to the podcast. As always, we love to hear from you guys at home. If you want to send us cosplay horror stories, good time stories, just tell us what you've been doing all this time. You can send those to us at cosplaystitchandseam@gmail.com or
go to the website, cosplaystitchandseam.com, and fill out the Googly Google form, or
Go to the Facebook page, send us your messages there, or just share them with our group that has an awesome, fantastic community. Share in your Work in Progress Wednesdays. We love to see what you all are doing. And if you're not a big Facebook fan, we will post a link occasionally for our Discord server, where we have another whole channel just for cosplay horror stories, anime, manga, video games, Work in Progress Wednesdays, just general chat, hanging out, hearing about what other people's projects are is one of the highlights of my day.
Woo!
And while you're on the internet, if you have kind of the gumption to help us out a little bit, we appreciate any and all support by A, sharing the podcast. That's number one. We don't pay to advertise, so word of mouth is the only way we get around. B, leave us a review, a rating and review on Apple Podcast, on Audible, on Podchaser, wherever they let you. Those help the algorithm side of things, and that helps us out a lot. And if you've got a few bucks laying around, we've got Patreon. We have a patreon.com/cosplay stitch. For $3 a month, you get a shout out on the show. And for $5 a month, you join our Cosplay Chronicle.
Wow.
This episode's all over the place already, and we're not even 3 minutes in.
I would say I'm sorry, but we know that's not true.
It's fine. It's fine. I love it. We did not do an August episode. We did a live SaltCon table game, and we're 24 hours away from that ending, and it was such a great time. It was just fantastic. It was so great to have some new people at the table, mix it up a little bit, and I couldn't have been more proud and more pleased with my players. They were so great.
Yeah.
You ran such a fun game. That was just so much fun.
Thank you.
I want to do more
Amazing.
cosplay battles.
So yeah, those are some of the great ways that you can support us. And we've got some other things going on this month. We've got a live stream coming up that we've planned on. Is that right?
We're gonna fight, and it's gonna be all Mario Party stuff, and you don't want me to do this.
So you know that game that makes people hate each other and not be friends anymore? We're going to play that. It's Mario Party.
We're going to end our podcast.
This is how it ends.
Just ending it on a high note. So we're going to play Mario Party. And we're doing that one actually pretty quick. It's going to be August 15th, so that'll be this coming Sunday. I hope you guys can join us. It'll be at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And yeah, we will be probably beating the crap out of each other, screaming, and trying to make the little characters do the thing without dying.
I got dibs on Space Princess or Green Mario.
So Mercedes, you know how you said when we were playing Among Us, your language may not work as well as you were hoping. That's going to be me this time round, because I'm so competitive. I'm not a sore loser. I'm just a great winner.
I'm so excited for this.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I love a good rivalry.
All right. We also have a new community project coming up. It's been so much fun to get all these submissions from you guys. Last time we did fan fiction. Before that we did the makeup brush challenge. Next we really want to focus on our beloved photographers who make us look so amazing in costumes. They do all kinds of insane photographer yoga to get those great shots, and we want to feature them. So if you have a photographer you would like to feature, you can mail us photos. Make sure you give us the credits of who's in them and who took them.
Email,
And
not physical mail.
yeah, email. Well, yeah. Do people develop pictures these days? So you can send those through the usual venue. You can do it through our email. You can send us a link through the Googly Google form, etc., and so on.
I also want to throw in there, I want some photos of the photographer doing their photographer yoga.
Yeah.
I know a couple of you have those. Send them.
The behind the scenes shots, of course. And yeah, VFire is going to put together an awesome video that will highlight all of these amazing creatives.
Yes, make sure you have who the cosplayers are in the photo, who the photographer is, and any other like fun info you want to throw on there.
And how long will you be taking those?
End of September is going to be the deadline. So
Woo.
wake me up when September ends, and I will.
Aw, boo.
You leave Billy Joel alone.
Aw. Anyway, and as always, we love our Fox Beauty Cosmetics. That's Fox with 2 X's, beautycosmetics.com. You can use the promo code Stitch and Seam to receive 10% off your all vegan, not tested on animal products. And yeah, that's it for our announcements. And this is the State of the Podcast episode, right?
Da, 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 da.
It better be, because I don't have notes for anything else.
Yes.
I thought we were gonna do like this whole like drama like thing. All right. Well, I guess okay. Yeah, we could do this.
Unscripted drama.
I got beef.
Oh no.
So how's everybody's goals going? Like, what have you guys
boy.
been able to do this month? Yeah.
I honestly have been doing pretty okay. It's a struggle. I mentioned this to like David before, and I don't mean to get like personal about my own mental health, but like I feel like I'm leveling out on a lot of my meds, and it makes focusing a lot easier, but I will hyper focus on a thing and forget all else, which is really helpful for cosplay because I'll get a lot done in a day.
But it's like,
but then I'm like, oh crap, I forgot this and this and this, and did an alarm go off for that? I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
So I've gotten a decent amount done, and I've been posting progress mostly in our Discord. I'm hoping to have my Wei-Wuxian and at least 2 versions of Xiaolian done for Bonsai. And if not that, then ALA coming up in January. Of course, this is, pending any incoming disasters, etc., etc., etc.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I've been going pretty okay with that, doing a lot of hand stitching and embroidery and cutting things out. I went to a cosplay and fabric swap meet last weekend, and they had like all kinds of, I don't know, it was interesting because everyone had either a ton of stuff or not very much stuff that they had saved up during pandemic, because they had either all the way gone through it, or they just had collected and had a bunch they needed to get rid of.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of great stuff for my project, and I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I now it's all just piled in my craft room, and I need to clean my craft room so that I can do crafts once again.
Yay!
Let's see, what have I been doing? I had a story and it's gone, but let's see. My go-to Netflixing for the month since the last one, I have done Downton Abbey. I started the first 2 seasons of, just because, like, I don't know, I heard like forever ago people were like, you should watch that, and I like Maggie Smith, and it's pretty good. It's not necessarily my cup of tea per se, but it's still fun, and the acting's really good, and it's something I don't have to get like too actively watching. I can like embroider while I like play it.
On Netflix,
yeah.
have y'all watched He-Man?
Not yet.
I'm like 4 episodes in.
It's in my queue.
My gosh, David, you're almost done.
Am I?
David, when you're done, message me.
Okay.
I have so many feels on that show.
Oh my gosh.
It goes hard.
I did garbage binge this awful new one on Netflix that's called like Sexy Beast, which is a reality show. I watched it because the transformations with the makeup were so cool.
Fair enough.
They would dress up these people in like crazy prosthetics as like dinosaurs and birds and all kinds of animals and weird things.
Oh, wait,
and
but
then they
dating.
would make them go on dates and pick based on hopefully based on their personality.
That's real? I thought it was just a bogus trailer.
It's actually a remake too.
Yeah. It's so the drama in it is so bad, but like the makeup transformations like are really cool to watch. I just liked all the like looks they put together, but like the rest, I was like, just watch it on mute until they transform.
I thought it was a joke.
No. But speaking of that, I've also one of the animes I've been watching is the next season of Beastars. So if you guys are into that one, make sure you like read the warnings and stuff because it may be cute animals, but it is also like some very mature, explicit situations. But yeah, that one's a lot of fun. I really like Beastars, so
I like it more than I thought I would.
Yeah. I honestly like what drew me in from the moment, like the get-go, was the opening song for season 1 because they did it all with like stop motion animation, and I was just like so nerdgasming all over it. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, the animation's really mesmerizing. The story is fascinating.
Yeah, it's definitely not what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what my last month or so has been. How about you, David?
So most of my time has been moving things around. We have a new roommate, and they didn't like the room that they were in. I was like, cool, let's trade out the crafting room that I have right now, and let's move things around so that way, like, you actually get sunlight, and not just you live in the basement.
Yay!
Yeah.
So it was move everything out of the craft room, move them into the old craft room, and then move all of the stuff from the craft room into the new space.
Oh, wow.
That was most of my month.
That's a big endeavor.
It's still technically not even done. Like I have an unfinished basement, and I remember when I first moved into my house, my eldest sister said, like, don't put anything in there. Like, whatever you do not put anything in there, because once it's there, everything is there. And I was like, yeah, whatever you say. And now here I am with a very full unfinished basement.
Oh no.
So I started reworking on the Hollow Knight cosplay. I bought those foam sheets from the hardware store, and I measured it out, and I'm working on that. And then moving stuff happened, so I didn't get much more. It's just like this giant block of sheets are just sitting in my craft room now, and I'm like, it looks at me every time I walk in there. I have been going back into dice. I have made some new masters. This month has been like a lot of rewatching TV shows. I finished watching all of Steven Universe and the movie.
Awesome.
Which I cannot recommend it enough. If you can get past like the first 10 or 15 episodes, and they're like 12-minute long episodes kind of thing. Once they start getting into plot stuff, like, oh man, once you meet Lapis Lazuli, like, that's when you're like, oh, okay, this is where it kicks off.
Okay, because I haven't got that far yet. I got to Tiger Millionaire, and that's about as far as I got.
I love Tiger Millionaire. Once you get to Lapis Lazuli, they start like really expanding on the lore of the show. So I made a Steven Universe dice set.
Cute.
I tested the molds the other day. They came out crystal clear. I'm so pleased with myself.
Crystal.
And so I'm gonna start making some sets for those. And yeah, I made some other dice sets, and I'm just like really pleased with them. It took a lot of effort to get to this point, and not just like a lot of sanding, because it was a lot of sanding. It was also like I have to like get the energy to do it because I just haven't had any energy to focus on anything else this month. I'm gonna brag about The Last Voice a little bit.
Yeah, you should definitely.
In July, I had exceeded all of my months combined, and I almost broke 7,000 downloads in a single month.
That's amazing!
Holy crap!
Congratulations!
I posted it on my Twitter, but
heck yeah,
even that's out of date now because originally on my Twitter I posted that we broke 10,000 downloads. We have now broken 11,000 downloads.
Woo,
and
nice.
I am amazed. I am appalled. Why are you listening to this? And I can't be more excited for whatever the future holds. For
oh my gosh, that's
so
great.
Awesome.
I did the 2 hardest episodes, the episodes that I was like really looking forward to. I did the episode where like I think I hate you, and I did it in I did 6 different takes on it, and it was way different than what I intended to write it for. But with you get those stories of the actor, no, but the character's really going through this. I really related to that moment where it's yeah, no, the character's going through stuff. Let's add some tone to this. So I'm so excited about The Last Voice. It's really exploding, and I'm overwhelmed.
Great. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I started watching Lupin.
Oh, yay.
Which I'm 4 or 5 episodes in, and it's really good. I thought it was going to be a big heist every single episode. I was I don't know if my anxiety can take that. But there's small mini heists throughout it. I just watched the episode where he goes to prison.
That was a good
one. And I still don't understand the ending of that one. How how he kind of resolved that situation. They kind of glossed over that.
Yeah.
But that's another one that you should check. Doesthedogdie.com. Have you heard of this website, you guys?
Yes.
Okay. For you, dear listener, if you don't know what that website is, it's a website that keeps track of common triggers for people's anxieties or trauma, and it can you can pull up a title of a show and it will tell you okay, there are death, there's a car accident, the dog dies, and there's spiders. So you have the opportunity to yeah, nope, no, thank you.
Not for me.
Yeah, so you may want to check that for Lupin. But it's fun. I've been really enjoying it. I'm 4 episodes into He-Man. Very different from what I thought it was going to be, especially with Kevin Smith at the helm. I really did not expect what it's been so far.
Oh, I'm excited to start that one.
I was oh, hey, He-Man. And then it was boom, and I'm this is not what I was expecting.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer plays one of the main characters, and I was all right, I'm here for Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah. I was
awesome.
There's characters in there where Sadie's these characters are super obnoxious in the original, but dang, they're amazing in this version. And it's just I know. Heartstrings pulled, and just enjoying the growth of some of the characters, and just it's fascinating. And I can't wait for more.
It does definitely keep with that same vibe that the original series has. They have bad puns throughout all of it.
And they call themselves out on it too.
They do. They really do. But then they have moments where they're I see that you're still carrying a torch. Who are you to talk? They're talking about real emotions and not just and remember, kids, we had a lot of fun today, but if a stranger comes up to you offering you magical powers, don't take them. Don't tell me what to do, He-Man. If a stranger's offering me magical powers, I'm gonna friggin' take that stuff.
Right.
Especially if he sounds like this. So that's been me. Mercedes, what have you been up to?
Oh, definitely not as productive as you guys have been.
Oh man.
You remember how I said for July I was going to clean my project room finally? I also said that in June.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still a mess.
Oh no.
But you turned off your sewing machine. That's
big step.
Yes. I actually have a day off this week.
Ooh. How long has it been?
My boss, I was like, my project room, I can't look at it. And I'm it's stressing me out so bad that even at work I can't think. And he's take a day off. And I'm okay. So It had some additions to it.
Ooh.
I got more fabric.
Oh. Uh-huh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 boxes for the Horizon Zero Dawn board game.
Oh, that's right. You got the gigantic, like...
I got everything. All the expansion packs. Yeah, I'm going to play that in a few weeks.
Aw, I saw Aloy is, like, being featured on a lot of, like, little mini games and
She's
mobile
gonna
games
be
lately.
in Genshin! She's
Yeah.
gonna be in Genshin, and I'm so excited! I don't have the PlayStation version, so I won't be able to get her right away, but after a few months, I will be able to get her. So
Okay, very
I'm,
important.
like, here for this. I was like, they better. She looks so adorable in it.
She does. It is very cute.
Yeah, and you can get her for free. You don't have to spend money. So I'm like,
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's helpful.
Good.
Yeah, again, I spent way too much money on Zhongli.
Live your best life.
I am. He is like my strongest character right now. I've played a lot of Genshin Impact.
It's okay. I swore not to spend money on Toreba, which is that like grabber machine game. And they had this like adorable like Miku and Luca from Vocaloids on a sushi boat, like
Oh no.
like centerpiece display. And I was just like, oh, I need it. And I still haven't got it.
Ah!
I mean, I didn't spend that much.
Oh
I'm
no.
so close, but like
Canon, no.
I know. I only spent like $10, but maybe someday it will be mine.
I was not going to spend money on Genshin Impact, and then they're like, you can get Zhongli, and I was like, I need him.
I did get some cute Hello Kitty shelves that might come to me eventually in the mail.
Cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, so use my day off this week to finally clean this project room. I'll post pre and post organization photos. On the upside, the rug that I got for like letting paint drop onto, that has been of use, even though it is covered in all my crap. I was able to scoot some of it away, and I actually painted a really cute treasure box, reward box, for the 3D prints at my work.
Oh, nice.
And did like, we have like a belt system, so like I did all the different colored belts and made it look all super cute and stuff, and now the kids can pick out 3D prints from that when they finish their coding.
Oh, that's
Aw.
fun.
Yeah,
I like
That's wonderful.
They think it's cool, and I'm like, yes.
that.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's about all I've done. Worked overtime because I gotta make...
Oh.
One of my coworkers was like, I don't want to do this thing anymore. I'm like, okay. And so my boss, he's like, Mercedes, do you think you can do it? Are you comfortable with that? And I was like, oh, yes, I want to do it. But then he's like, wait, we need to find time. And he's like, do you want to work overtime? And I'm like, I'll work overtime for that.
Nice.
Nice.
So I worked 2 50-hour weeks.
Ooh.
And it was worth it because I have 3 classes now. One's going to be a game design / game development class with JavaScript.
Ooh.
The other 2 are going to be concept art and using Photoshop, and animation with Sprite Editor.
Oh,
So-
that's fun.
I'm so excited because there's a lot of kids that are like, I want to know more about art. And I'm like, I've got you.
Good.
So-
Love
good.
it.
Good.
Yeah, that's pretty much been it. Mental health. I have to remind myself to take my medicine.
Good.
That's
That's
important.
been the big thing.
Yeah.
Yep. When I take it, I'm fine. So there's my mental health update. I'm gonna keep that one short and sweet because it was not super great, but
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm working on it. So
Yeah.
No, like, even though it was all our birthday, like, it's still, like, we still
Oh,
live our
yeah.
lives. And it's
I know.
frustrating because, like, you want to celebrate, but, like, it's still 2021. Like, it doesn't magically stop.
our birthdays happened.
Oh yeah, it feels like more than a month ago for sure. Because I'm like, oh
Definitely.
yeah, that was just
July was a freaking
Oh, man.
month.
man.
Uh, so what are we trying to work on this month besides our live stream and Bonsai's coming up? So we've got
gosh.
that to look forward to.
For me, I would love to have at least one of these costumes completely finished by the end of August.
Same. Help me
I'm-
decide which one.
I'm trying to I have one I really want to do for bonsai that's like big and fancy and pretty, and I'm like making myself wait to do it until I finish the other 2 that I started.
Mhm.
So hopefully that will be the incentive, like the carrot dangling from the stick to get me to get going. Yeah, I think I'm pretty close. Like, I feel like I could be done with, like, honestly, I could be done with both of them in a couple of weeks if I really like put myself to it. But I don't
Put your
trust
nose
myself, so
to
I'm
the
saying a
grind.
month.
Yeah. No, that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, so that's my biggest goal. Trying to think, like, I swear I had like other things in my brain before that, but they are gone now.
I think I might have decided on what costume I'm going to try and get done for Bonsai.
Oh.
Because it has a mask built in.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. Gotta go back to Hyperlight Drifter.
Hey, good.
But also because
Beautiful.
David inspired me.
Aw,
Oh,
yay.
yay.
With the bead stuff, the bling bling. I
Oh,
really want to do that.
Do it.
I just had
also,
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I also have all the fabric for it. I just won't have the sword probably for Bonsai, which is fine. So
I had a stupid idea for a cosplay, just like all of a sudden.
oh my gosh,
I need to go out and buy a trench coat and then
Mhm.
like awkwardly belt it in places.
and
then
be not 5 goblins.
and be not 5
Yeah!
goblins cosplay.
Yes! Yes!
I'll compete with it and everything. Hello, guys.
Oh no.
It's me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Dude, okay,
amazing.
I have like an old pair of like elf ears that I like molded myself and like made myself. They don't look super great. They'd be great for goblin ears. Like,
and you just need to get like some of those like claw machine hands and like
a broom in one
a
arm.
broom. Yeah.
like adult man, whatever.
Mr. Adult Man from BoJack Horseman.
Is
I
that
was
the
busy
thing?
at the business factory.
Oh boy.
Oh, my insides. Oh, I'm laughing too hard.
Oh.
Yes, David,
Fantastic.
do it. I love this.
First ever cosplay from Cosplay Chronicles.
It's a
Ah.
good backup. It's a good backup for me.
Yeah. How about you,
Yes.
Mercedes? What are you work? Oh, you just said. How
Yes.
about you, David? What are you? Sorry, David.
I think I'm gonna try and get Hollow Knight more or less done. Get like some time to actually like focus on it a little bit. Like give myself a few days here and there,
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can make a good dent into that. If not, I'm always busy on Bonsai, like running to and fro, getting equipment set up and moved around. So it'd probably be nice not to have to worry about a costume or the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too late to enter even the competition right now?
I
Oh,
don't
it's
think
not.
they've
They haven't
opened
even
yet.
opened it. Yeah,
Okay.
they open them.
Keep me informed, Mercedes. Like, I need you to let me know when it does open up, because maybe that will make me finish like Michael Carpenter cosplay or something. I don't know,
Hey,
man.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like it's a nice goal, but I'm also trying to like do the timely, like the SMART goal. That's what it is,
Mhm.
and like the R in SMART stands for realistic.
Definitely.
And is this realistic? And I watched a video with Kamui Cosplay, and she talks about how sometimes the hardest part is just getting started, and you have to like start where it's comfortable. And I remember when we were talking with Evil Ted, and he said start with the hardest part. And the helmet for me right now is the hardest part. Like that's the most terrifying. I don't know what I'm doing. I've watched so many different cosplayers. I've watched Punished Props. I've watched Evil Ted. I've watched Kamui. I've watched all these smaller YouTubers who do giant props. And it's just like, you do it so well. And I'm getting overwhelmed. So I may like change my focus and put that on the helmet on the back burner and make the chest piece and make some leg pieces and whatnot.
Yeah. At least feel like you're making progress. You know, it can be discouraging when you like keep bumping into a wall.
Yeah, and it's not even like I'm hitting a roadblock. I'm just hitting the roadblock that is my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
So like right now, my mentality is to change my mentality, which easier said than done.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens like when we do our checkup for August and see how we're doing there. But I really enjoy these checkups that we have because it helps me
Yeah.
hold myself accountable. Because then it's like, oh, I can like then say that I made progress on this cosplay. That's really great. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. What I'll do with that. I've got some more dice that I want to like make for some gifts for some people, especially now that I've got these brand new molds that I made all by like from scratch. I designed the dice, I printed the
That
dice.
is so cool.
I sanded the masters, I molded them. It was
That's amazing. Oh my
such an
gosh.
endeavor, and it's so rewarding.
Yeah, heck yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I like our checkups just because, like, I get to hear what everybody's watching and I can talk about, like, I love talking about cosplay, but, like, once in a while it's nice to talk about something like, I'm super nerdy and hyperfixating on this right now.
I love it so much. Yeah, no, it's great. And, like, I don't feel like we get a chance to, like, interject with, like, like, in the middle of our bead episode of, like, oh, and did you see this episode?
Mhm. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's been a hot second, but like Sky came out on the Switch.
Drink!
And my sisters are playing it and I love it so much.
Oh.
I took them to like through the last level all together and it was just like it was so good and they were so nice and waited so that I could help them go through the last level and
Cute.
just like and we were all on like voice chat and like calling each other swears and it was beautiful.
Speaking of games, I finished ending B for Nier Automata.
Oh.
And now I'm working on endings C and D.
Oh,
Nice.
gotcha.
And like
Ooh.
it's so frustratingly good.
Right, yeah.
So like you get the reveal of ending B through 9S's eyes. You find out the futility. I'm trying not to spoil it, and I know like it's been a couple years, but I still think that like a lot of people haven't played this yet.
Right.
But for those of you who like have played it and it's like still in your brain, when 9S discovers that big plot twist kind of thing, it was like, oh, this game is about futility. Because at first it felt like introspection of what we define as right and wrong and morals and whatnot. And, you know, you find like the village of machines and you've been raised to believe all the machines are bad. And like, you kind of like, are we the baddies? Like halfway through the game, you're like, are we the baddies? And now like, you're sitting there like, oh, this is a game in futility. And it's so well done that like, my roommate and I, we just sit down and like she watches me play for like an hour and then we have to stop and we're like, I am sad now. It's just so sad. I don't think I've talked about Bo Burnham's Inside.
Oh, yeah.
Which it is, I think it's one of the best specials. And I don't even want to call it a comedy special. I think it's the best special of our generation. I think Bo Burnham is such an amazing talent. I was watching an interview inside thing with him and a bunch of other writer directors, and they got onto the topic of like political correctness and representation. And like he doesn't even say it under his breath. He like stares down somebody and goes, "Yeah, and representation really is something that we should be talking about." Like he interrupts somebody. So like he's so aware, he's so in tune, even though like he's trying to take a step back for his mental awareness. And when I look at the arts and craft that is Inside and Nier Automata, I then look at my project and go, well, that's everything that I want it to be. So we're going to just keep trying my best on the last voice, and hopefully it's as impactful for other people.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, art is just so amazing, and it expands every aspect of it, and I hate the fact that I love Nier Automata so much.
I feel that.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh man.
That is a game that has been on my list for a long time now.
It's coming to PlayStation Plus next month.
That's right.
I don't have PlayStation Plus.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
I will say, like, the one thing I struggled with, like, doing the 9S route is, like, the hacking. Because you have to, like, it's like you're playing an Atari game, like those little, like, pixely 8-bit games, and I swore at it so many. I didn't swear because I don't really swear.
A lot of butts.
I yelled butts a lot. I think I had to do like one of the final ones over like probably 40 times because I just could not beat it. Oh, it drove me crazy.
It took me a while to get used to it, and now that I'm playing a more combat character again, I'm like, this is taking forever. I could have just hacked them by now.
Right. Yeah. But I like that they made the gameplay different. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was frustrating at first because like I don't like change, and now I'm like I like change. Yes, bring. Now he's so angsty. Now that we're like here, like he's so angsty. He's like he's not on the edge. Like he's not edgy. He's jumped off of the edge. Such a great game. What a masterpiece in storytelling that keeps drawing you in. I could probably talk about it for the rest of the podcast. I really could.
No, I really enjoyed it a lot. So
that's a Patreon episode, Pan. And once I finish it, we could just like
we'll just
talk about
all the
episode.
Spoilers for Nier Automata.
Yeah,
all the endings, all 26.
I'm scared to even look up how to like get some of the other endings because I know some of them are like kill all these people or
right.
Yeah.
I got one of them by accident because there's a few that like if you just wander too far off map, you get that ending. And it's like, oh, Ninus got bored and decided to just seek his future elsewhere.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay.
There's one if you like eat a fish. Like that's how
a very specific fish.
Just wonderful.
Yeah. Oh man. Did you know? Oh gosh, what was it? Adam and Eve in that storyline.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one, but one of them, I think it's Eve, is voiced by Ray Chase, who did Noctis in 15. So, yeah, right.
It's funny, like. You look at the voice actors and whatnot, and it's like, I know this person, but I don't want to look it up because I know it's going to spoil it for me.
Right. Oh my gosh.
And then also like the Avengers game, when I found out like half of the Critical Role cast is going to be in that, I could not see them as that character anymore. I was like, oh, that's Vex. That's not Black Widow. That's Vex. I know that Travis is Thor in so many different productions, and he does a perfect Thor. But it was one of those things of still just like, no, you're Grog. I'm not in campaign 2 yet, but like, no, you're Grog. Come on, like don't jerk me around like this. You're Grog.
Aw. Yeah. It's fun too when you like are surprised by it, and you're like, no, that's not so and so. Like, what?
Yeah.
Mostly Mark Hamill.
Oh man,
his like. I remember the first time I heard he was the Joker, and I was like, what? Luke Skywalker is the Joker?
I remember watching an interview with Mark Hamill about him being the Joker, and he's like, yeah, I was on my way to audition, and I was kind of just sitting in my car practicing laughs, and I was in, LA traffic, so I was stuck there and just,
oh my God.
Ooh, and like, I'm sure the guy next to me thought I was legitimately insane. And it wasn't until that moment that I was like, oh, it really is the same person. Yeah, what a mind-blowing. And now he's Skeletor in the new He-Man series.
Yes, I heard that.
Skeletor. Oh.
Cool.
Did you hear that Mark Hamill said, like, ever since 2015, he's been a part of almost every Star Wars movie, just unsolicited as a voice? Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
So, like, I know in the Rise of Skywalker, that he voices like an alien for like 2 seconds. And like he just does those little bit parts here and there throughout the episode. His kids are in one of the movies too.
That's fun.
Like, yeah, they did a lot of like fan service for like the families, which no matter how you feel about the sequel trilogy, like there was a lot of fun stuff that they were able to do with that.
Yeah. For sure. I'm waiting for a bunch of new things to come out that are like, they haven't had announced dates yet. And I'm just waiting every day on Twitter, waiting.
Is it more Heaven's official blessing?
Well, okay. I read the novel for that one. They announced season 2, but we don't have a release date. They do have an official manhwa, which is Chinese manga, that you can get if you get the Bilibili app, which it's so worth it. It's really gorgeous. And the one I'm actually waiting on is a new. Well, it's not new. I mention it, but I say if you decide to read this one, please read the warnings, because it is a very mature series. But it's called The Husky and His White Cat Shizun, which you would not think from the title. It's about like a husky and a cat. Oh, that's cute. It's not. But it's not. They're doing a live action version, which is going to be like very, very, very toned down version. But like all the trailers they've put out for it look beautiful, and I will send you the costumes just because like the costumes have me going like, oh, I want to see it right now. They're just gorgeous. It's one of the biggest budget, not just like BL series, but like the one of the biggest budget Chinese dramas that is coming out this year. So
Nice.
I'm very excited. Like a lot of times you'll like I love the Untamed and it's a lot of fun, but the like they did that on a bare bones budget, and you can tell. Like in the opening sequence, there's like little flags blowing in the wind, and you can see the strings pulling. I love it so much.
Oh man.
But I'm really excited to see what they can do with like a really big budget. So
Love it.
oh, and they've started putting out behind the scenes shots for the live action of Heaven Official as well.
Ooh.
So because that one's not coming out till 2022 at least. But yeah, they have like some behind the scenes shots and whatnot for people to get excited about.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I realize I probably should do like a drinking game for every time that you mention one of your.
I know. It's my Sky.
Yeah, it really is. My Hollow Knight, her Sky, your Heaven's Official Blessing, or one of these donghwas that you're loving so much.
Oh, yeah. They're just fun. They're fun.
Yeah. Ooh, the 25th anniversary of Sabriel and a Porson.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That is... I'm an idiot. I think it's this month.
Is it this month?
I think so.
Oh
my costume is not ready.
Oh my gosh.
But I got big plans. Brittany and I have big plans.
Nice. Good. Well, I think we have some horror stories, don't we?
Ooh. Yes, we do.
This one says, howdy, I wanted to share a kind of short story about my first cosplay. Me and my two friends wanted to get into cosplay, and because Halloween was coming up, we decided to do it. We had decided on France, America, and England from Hetalia. I was France, obviously, because I'm fabulous, and my two friends were England and America. So the first thing to go wrong was our costumes. England bought their cosplay from a really sketchy site, so it was way oversized and made them look like a noodle, and America just bought the wig and put on a Yoshi shirt. It was pretty cute, though, so it wasn't that bad.
It just feels like something America would do.
And I'm America!
And I managed to find a wig that I thought was a France wig, but it turns out it was for 11 from Stranger Things. Yeah, that's not too far.
Yeah, it works.
We live in rural Tennessee, so no one knew who we were, but we were having fun and didn't care. That's Halloween for you, yeah. Halfway through the night, we came to this one house. A sweet old Southern lady opened the door, and she looked at us and said, "Candy or vegetables?" We thought she was joking, so in a very out-of-character manner, America says, "Vegetable?" And this lady brings out, I kid you not, a whole broccoli, hands it to America, and shuts the door. That was an odd night.
Oh, I love it so much.
This is a good one. This one is, I don't see a name on it.
Polished Frog.
Oh, Polished Frog. So thank you for sending that in. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
I like getting funny ones. But yeah, if you guys at home would like to share a horror story with us, I was actually going to share a horror story from this last month and I forgot till this minute. That's that I accidentally shaved half my eyebrow off while I was getting ready. You didn't know it while we were getting ready for SaltCon. But yeah. It's
Wow.
fine. No one noticed. And I just have half an eyebrow for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, if you guys at home have one you want to share with us, you can send that to us at cosplaystitchandseam@gmail.com or
go to the website and fill out the Google form at cosplaystitchandseam.com, or
go to the Facebook page, send us your message there, join our fantastic community for our Work in Progress Wednesdays. We love to see what you all are working on, or join our Discord. Share all the fantastic stuff there. It's great. People can just hang out, chat. Like, I know that we don't promote it at all, but like, you guys also can like just hang out in the voice chat room and like do your own thing, like hang out with each other. It'd be great to see like what you guys are crafting in real time. It'd be fantastic to see. And like, who knows, maybe we'll join in and be like, oh, what are you working on? And yeah, it's such a great community. We absolutely love everybody who's there and just
keep
constantly
me on track when I'm working on my project. I just live stream. It's like, guys, where am I going to put this? I don't know. That's a terrible idea.
If you want to help out the show, there's a lot of ways that you can do it. Join the very secret, elusive club that is sharing the podcast with a friend. It's back, you guys. We don't pay to advertise. It's all word of mouth. Leave us a review and a rating on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever they let you. We'll even give you a shout out on the show. And if we've missed you and you've left one and we haven't got to you yet, please let me know. I want to make sure we're giving you the kudos that you deserve. And hey, if you got a couple bucks that laying around, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/cosplay Stitch. And some of the fantastic people that we need to shout out are our newest member, James Donaldson.
Woo,
welcome.
Thank you.
Followed by, not to diminish any of the fantastic people, Cynics, at Queer Eye Sci-Fi, How Cause, Hot Riku, Rena Mira, Jazzy Kofed, Jaguar Quinn, Gloria Shu, Sudi, Stacy Pitt, Shock H, and Silver Deeds. Pretty soon the episode's just gonna be like me reading all of these. So how are you guys? Good? Good. And that's it. That's the episode.
That's it. Just read the whole thing. Guys are doing awesome.
Oh, and if you guys have not had enough of us in these daily, oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Oh, dear Lord.
If you've not had enough of us in these weekly episodes, we'll be doing a Twitch stream this coming Sunday, August 15th at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, where we will
watch us in a friendly rivalry.
In the friendliest rivalry, yes. We'll be playing Mario Party.
I will end you.
With, oh boy, the declarations of war have already begun. So please join us for that. Also, our new community project. Mercedes, do you want to tell us about that one?
Yeah. We want to feature our photographers who make our costumes look so awesome, and also that photographer yoga.
Yes.
So send us your pictures. You can send it to the email or link it through the I am terrible at this today. The Google form. Why is it messing me up? Pen, and this is your fault.
Gulgoo.
Gagalaker. Okay. Anyways, yes, send your photos to us. Make sure we give credit to photographer and cosplayers who they're cosplaying in the photos, because sometimes I'll look at them and be like, this is a cool looking character. Where are they from? I don't know. I want to know. And photographers, if you have really cool photographer yoga photos of you behind the scenes, especially if it correlates to the photo that's being entered with the cosplayer, that would be awesome. I'd love to see behind the scenes and showcase you guys. So get that talent out there by the end of September.
Yay!
I'm gonna go sleep now.
Oh. As always, you can check out foxbeautycosmetics.com and use the promo code StitchAndSeam to receive 10% off your all vegan, not tested on animal products. Thank you so much, as always, to Macy Roberts for the use of her music as our theme song, and to David Jeffress for his amazing editing. Tell us all about these fantastic and just successful, amazing podcasts you're doing, David.
So before I jump into those, I just wanted to tell the audience the moment that I had yesterday when we were all walking around and I heard Pannon out loud say, "Sorry, David," and my brain immediately like, all right, got to make a note of this so that way I'm outside. This is the real world.
She was saying sorry for something legitimate. No, I'm just kidding. These is legitimate.
She was.
We're always like, sorry, David.
She just like stepped out and just like, oh, sorry, David. And my brain was like, oh, okay, yep, back to it, back to editing. It was jarring. It was so jarring.
We have conditioned him.
You really have.
Pavlovian response.
So if I'm not editing this podcast, I'm probably editing some of my other podcasts.
Which amazing.
You can go over to Comic Trades Monthly, where I talk about comic books with my best friend Dane, and we talk about some of the ins, the outs, what makes a comic book, and what's the morals you can draw from that. We do that once a month, and we're going to be talking about the Black Knight, the fall of Dane Whitman, which is kind of cool with the Eternals movie coming out. He's kind of like evil King Arthur kind of thing, like evil Excalibur. Really interesting stuff. And then on my other podcast right now, The Last Voice, which I have talked about extensively at this point, it's wrapping up. Season 1's getting close to the end, you guys. If you're not listening, stop. Big stuff's moves. We're making moves, you guys.
Yeah.
The time to catch up is now.
Do it.
Yay.
Add to the momentum.
Oh man. So like I forgot to mention in like the things I've been doing in the last month is like I've actually been trying to get back into social media a little bit and like but like most of what I post is like selfies and memes and stuff and I've noticed it's just nothing but meme my selfie and I.
Gross.
I walked right into that one. I was like, yes, this is a serious conversation. Then you just freaking walked us right into that.
I did. You're welcome. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Or go to the website and fill out the Google form. At
Go.
Go to the Google form. Dang it! Who did that? Pannon? Derailed me. I got this.
Me?
Or go to the website. Gosh dang it. Okay.
And fill out.
I feel like I need to hold up cue cards at this point.
Line. Okay.